Okay, we're started.
Thank you, Tim. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. It might be nighttime wherever you are, if you're way, in Europe or whatnot. So thank you for being here. We're so grateful. I'm going to start the share now, and we're going to get started. But just to let you know, please feel free to email me at barbaraseagram@gmail.com. And if you are not getting my newsletters, please find someone to email me. Sometimes your server is blocking my emails, in which case you have to contact your server and tell them that the emails come via constant contact. And sometimes your emails are heading straight into your spam box. And so, because your settings are set in a restrictive method, so you can contact your server and get that fixed if you would. I'm going to tell you that I've got quite a lot to tell you today and every day. I want you to try to not be trying to remember what I say, just understand what I say. If you try to remember, it's almost impossible. So just understand it as I say it, and then learning will come along much better. Barbara Giesbrecht has kindly provided me with instructions as to how to put hands that you play, or hands that I give you in your handout, or hands that we play today on the lesson, which come to you in your handout at 6 o'clock on my website at barbaraseagram.com. So she has sent me instructions as to how you can load those up onto an archive in BBO, and then you can play them on your own. So that is going to be in Friday morning's newsletter. And so now we'll start this portion of the lesson. I just wanted to thank all of you for your donations. It's just been phenomenal. We're almost at $47,000 that we've raised in 9 weeks for Cambodia. And we still have a special link on my website where you can make donations, but we are just so over the moon grateful to all of you. You've been just amazing, and thank you. I've just got to get the chat window going here. There we go. Hang on with me. There we go. Okay. Now, you can still make donations either via Alex, and you can pay for classes via Alex if you're a Canadian at acornell@simpatico.ca, or you can pay by PayPal. Folks, I do need to tell you, I know that Rob thinks that this isn't so, but it is a fact that if you once I get the share going, which is what I'm doing now, it's called sharing. When I do that, you are all able to touch the annotate button that is on your bar at the bottom of your screen. Please don't touch the annotate bar and make etchings all over the screen, because that really that's a problem. Okay, so but you can pay via Alex, or you can send by a check, or there is now still a site on my website where you can pay. And more importantly, you can also purchase all the recordings for May and June, $89, or all the recordings for July at $5. I'm sorry, all 5 for $49. Okay, so, and you get the matching notes at the same time. So if you wish to do that, please do. And this is what it looks like, the site on my website where you can buy, but you do have to sign in and register first and give us your email and sign up and give a password so that you have eternal access to these things. And this is what when you purchase the recordings, this is what it looks like on my website, barbaraseagram.com. There's a spot and it says members area login. So you can always log in there and you can get the recordings anytime. I just wanted to tell you, if you've not heard of my cheat sheets, or you don't have my cheat sheets, they are the best thing I've ever done. and you can buy them singly. There's intermediate, doubles, conventions, defense 2/1, and you can buy them singly, or you can buy all 5 for 48 or 4 for 40. And I have a new store that's opening, and it's opening this week on my website, and you'll be able to purchase all my books online, and then I ship them to you. Okay, so if you're at all interested, do let me know. Joy Factor seems to be having a problem, wants to know if we're offline, which we're not. Joy, FKTOR, Tim or Cindy. A huge thank you to Tim and Cindy, please, for all that they have done for us and continue to do throughout July and hopefully August as well. So thank you. Now, there, I'll just clear all those etchings that are coming. Okay, now, so today we're talking about the week 2. Many of you know a lot about it, but there's always more to learn. So I hope you'll hang in there and learn along with all of us. So what is the week 2 bid? That's when we open the bidding with 2 diamonds or 2 hearts or 2 spades. Of course, not 2 clubs, because everybody knows 2 clubs is a strong bid. Okay, and now you can compare this. If this is new to you, then you can compare it to an opening bid of 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, 3 hearts, or 3 spades. When we open with 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, 3 hearts, or 3 spades, we guarantee, like an oath in blood carved in stone, that we have a 7-card suit. A 7-card suit of quality. Not much, not a good hand, but a 7-card suit. And of course, if you open with 4 hearts or 4 spades, you're promising an 8-card suit. So all of these bids, both the 3 bids, the 2 bids, and the 4 bids, opening bids, are preemptive bids. Now, the word preempt, we don't use the word preempt very much in the English language, but we do use it, for example, when the announcer's coming on the television and saying, you know, I'm sorry, ladies, but you're not going to be watching Days of Our Lives today. We're preempting Days of Our Lives to give you the baseball game. So that's a preempt. We are taking your space. And when we do that, we make it tough for the opponents, which of course is exactly what we want to do. I'd like you, if you would please, to all write down your questions, and then we'll have a little question period. Okay? We'll have a little question period later rather than interrupting the lesson. Sveta's iPad, she's not having a visual. Thank you. Okay, now the requirements to open the bidding with a week 2, 6 to 10 high card points and a 6-card suit. You know, some people say 5 to 11, for example. Well, the 5 part would be okay, but the 10 part is very important, I believe. Let's try the spotlight and see if that works. Okay, here we go. The 10 high card points is very important. If we do the 11 high card points, if you have 11 and a 6-card suit, including distribution, well, you're counting 1 and 1 for card number 5 and card number 6. You're up to 13. And when we open with a preempt, we are promising to have fewer than 13 points, including distribution. So I think 11 high card points is way too good a hand in first or second seat to open the bidding with a week 2. Okay, so you want to have 6 to 10 high card points and a 6-card suit and a hand that does not add up to 13 points. Now in first or second seat, we have to be very, very disciplined. We have to have 2 of the top 3 honors or 3 of the top 5 honors. Now, so I've told you that, you know, that 11 is a full opening bid with a 6-card suit. So let's say you're the dealer. What would you open the bidding with here? What would you open the bidding with? You can chat to me and tell me. Everybody, yes, 2 spades. And how about if, good, and how about if you had this? What would you open the bidding with this hand? What would you open with this hand? 3 spades, good. So 6 to 10 high card points in a 6-card suit. You'll open the bidding with 2 spades. It's kind of like a carved in stone oath in blood in first or second chair that you have 6 of them. I don't want you to have a bad 7-card suit and therefore downgrade it and then open the bidding with 2 spades. Because what's going to happen is that your partner's going to misdefend. And she's going to end up giving the declarer a slough and a rough on defense because she knows that you have a 6-card suit, but you don't. You actually lied and you have a 7-card suit. So do be very careful with that. Okay, so on this hand, we have an 8-card suit. What would we open with here? Good. Yes, you're going to open the bidding with 4 spades. Perfect. Good, good. Now it's gone pass to you, and it's your turn to bid. What will we open the bidding with here? You are not vulnerable, and the opponents are vulnerable. What do you think? Well, you have mixed reactions. That's good. It's good to have different ideas. That's what makes bridge so interesting. Now, when it's gone pass, this guy over here has fewer than 13 points, including distribution. This guy's got fewer than 13. I mean, it could be close to 13, but in any case, they do not have an opening bid. And this doesn't have an opening bid. And you sure as heck don't have an opening bid. You've only got 5 high card points. So, you kind of think this guy over here is going to have some points. And so that's the problem. So you want to make it difficult for him. Now, I will tell you that 2 spades is, of course, the most effective of the preempts at the 2 level. When you open, if you had this hand and 6-card diamond suit, it's not as effective because if you open with 2 diamonds, the next guy can bid either 2 hearts or 2 spades. If you open with 2 hearts, the next guy can bid 2 spades. But when you have that 6-card spade suit, it's a great time to do damage because now when you bid 2 spades, you'd be forcing the opponents, if they're going to bid, now they've got to bid at the 3 level, which is sometimes a little bit way too much angst for people. And so they don't. So anyway, after pass, in 3rd seat, you can be frisky and open the bidding with 2 spades with just about anything. Okay? You could even do it with a great quality 5-card suit, I'll tell you. Okay, great quality. That would be like ace, king, jack. But normally, we want to have 2 of the top 3 honors. If this was not pass, and this guy had opened the bidding with 2 spades in 1st or 2nd chair, then you would have to have 2 of the top 3 honors or 3 of the top 5 honors. Now, vulnerability does come into play. If you are vulnerable against not vulnerable, I would not do this. If you were not vulnerable against vulnerable, I would do it in a heartbeat. And if it's equal vulnerability, all vulnerable, or no one vulnerable, I would still do it. Now, Gail has a question. Gail, tell me what your question is. And then anybody else who has a question, now's a good time to ask, unless you think I'm about to come to it, because I haven't nearly come to everything yet. So Gail, you had a question. Put it in the chat line, if you will, what your question is. Because Gail raised her hand. How many high card points for this bid? 6 to 10 high card points is our requirement for opening the bidding with a weak 2, and it's going to be a hand that, including distribution, because we add it both ways, it does not come to 13. What if north passes 2? So if it went pass 2 spades, if north passes, well, we'll see what happens. I don't know the rest of this hand. Okay, so we'll just see. Yes, this hand is 5 because in 3rd seat, anything goes. In 3rd seat, anything goes. It's 1st and 2nd chair that you've got to have 6 to 10 high card points, maybe 5 to 10 high card points. and 2 of the top 3 honors or 3 of the top 5. Ed, I'll be answering that question in a bit. Okay, so we'll save that. We'll come to that. Sam Osborne, how about 8 good cards in the minor? Yes, I would open the bidding. If you were in first or second chair and you had a good 8-card minor suit, I would open the bidding with, let's say you had clubs, I would open 4 clubs if you had a weak hand and a good quality 8-card suit. Michael, I will be answering that in a little bit. So Donna B, in third seat, you would open 2 spades with king, queen, deuce, 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 king, queen, jack. I think that's supposed to be a jack, not an L. So king, queen, jack, 10, 9, absolutely in third seat, pass, pass. And you only have 5 of them, king, queen, jack, 10, 9, and still a weak hand, I would open 2 spades because you want to be obnoxious and make it difficult for the next hand. This hand only has 2 of the top 5 honors. That's because you are in third seat, Karen. Anything goes in third seat. We're specifically talking about third seat, not 4. Why the distinction vulnerable versus not? Because Jose, if they double us and we play it in 2 spades, and if we're down 2, for example, and they're not vulnerable, if they could have made 420 their way for a not vulnerable game in 4 hearts, and we're -2 doubled and vulnerable for -500, that becomes ugly. So we don't want to do things as much when we're vulnerable and they're not. Okay, so back to this. So in third chair, the requirements are loosened. Anything goes, be frisky, especially not vulnerable versus vulnerable, or equal vulnerability is still okay. So if it went pass, pass, pass to you, you're still going to open the bidding with 2 hearts, even though you have 4 high card points and 3 at the top, 6 honors. It doesn't matter. Just do it to make it difficult for the next person. Third seat, not fourth, not first, not second, third. Pass, pass to you. Now, that pass should not have been there, sorry. Now, on this hand, the bidding's gone. Yes, I apologize, Florence. That last one, you're quite right. That pass was not supposed to be there. I copied it from another one. It was supposed to be pass, pass, and not that one. Okay, thanks. So your bid, pass, pass, pass to you. On this hand, what will you bid with this hand? After pass, 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 tell me in the chat, what are you going to bid with this hand? Some of you are going to pass. Some of you are bidding 2 spades. Okay. Actually, 2 spades is not correct. Pass is correct. So if you said pass, good for you. And a lot of people have not learned this yet. So learn it along with me. Pass, pass, pass. You are now in 4th chair. Of course, if it had gone pass, pass, only 1 pass, 2 passes, you would have opened 2 spades. But after pass, pass, pass to you, you will not open with a preemptive bid of any sort, be it 2, be it 3, be it 4. We never, ever, ever preempt in the pass out chair. Okay? So let's have a look. Never open with a weak 2 in the pass out chair. So you're going to pass with this hand, and you're going to see why in a moment. So what will you bid? Pass. Now, let's have a look at the score sheet. If you pass, this is we and they on the score sheet, either in duplicate or in party bridge or social bridge. This is the score sheet, and this is why we don't preempt in the pass out chair. Because if we say pass, we get no score here. I'm not going to call it a 0 because it's not like a bottom board. I don't want you to think it's a bottom board. We don't get any points. But the bad guys don't get any points either, okay? Bad guys get no points. We get no points. But if we open in 2 spades, with 2 spades after pass, pass, pass to you, and you open 2 spades, Maybe you make it and you get 110, maybe. But half the time, you might be in two spades going down one vulnerable, minus 100, down two vulnerable, minus 200, or now it goes pass, two spades, and the bad guys bid three clubs, and you have, now you can't defend, you can't defeat it, and they happen to make three clubs, and now you have a minus score. They, the bad guys, get 110. Tim and Cindy, can you help Sveta, Cveta, who cannot see? She's having a problem with the video. And okay. Anna Driscoll and David, please do not speak privately to me because I'm not going to catch your comments if you do it privately. I cannot, and I'm sorry if you can't see the whole screen. Anna Driscoll, if Tim and Cindy, if you can help her with video. Okay, thank you. So it's gone pass, pass, pass. If you bid two spades, you might get a positive, but more likely you're going to go down one or down two, which should now be minus 200, vulnerable, or the opponents make three clubs and now you're minus 110. Now, that's really bad. You could have settled for having no points. Think of it as like going to the racetrack. If you don't win any money at the racetrack, then you have no dollars, but you don't lose any money at the racetrack. So you didn't lose any. If you won $110 at the racetrack, that's great. But more often, bad guys are going to defeat you and you're going to lose $100 at the racetrack, or you're going to lose $110 at the racetrack. This is not good. So we would rather just pass in fourth seat. Now I want to talk about your bidding toolbox. This is your toolbox, and these are your bids, because your bidding toolbox consists of only 15 tools. We have bidding is a language, and there are only 15 words in bridge vocabulary, only 15 words. The numbers 1 through 7, the words no trump, I'm counting it as one word, spades, hearts, diamonds, and clubs, and the words pass, double, and redouble. This one used least of all. And this one, pass, used too seldom, unfortunately. Okay, so it's how we put these words together. Alert is not a bid, Joan. Alert is not a bid. Alert is an action that we take when somebody has made a bid, but we do not, alert is not a bid. These are the bids, how we put these numbers together, one with the suits, okay? If we bid 3 spades, for example, or 2 hearts, how we put these words together to culminate to describe what we have in our hand. And there's only 15 words in order to describe. So you have to have a use for all the tools in your toolbox. It's no good to not have a use for all the tools in the toolbox. So therefore, if it goes pass, 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 and I tell you that you must pass with that weak 2-looking hand in the 4th chair, then you can't have a bid hanging around in your toolbox that's not going to be used. So it has to have a meaning, and what is it? Here's what it is. If it goes pass, pass, pass to you, and you open with 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, or 2 spades, you're going to have 13 to 15 points, including distribution, and a 6-card suit. So pass, 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 2 spades would look like this. Decent quality 6-card suit, and 13 to 15 points. So unfortunately, that is an international rule, but a lot of people do not know it or are not aware of it. Joyce, no, that is not an alertable bid. It is standard, it is universal. People may not be aware of it, but that is their problem because this is universal. Everybody should know this. You should learn it, memorize it by rote. We do not preempt in the pass-out chair. You don't want to risk getting a minus score, okay? So pass, 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 2 spades, or if you had this hand and one more spade, if you had one more spade and one less diamond, then pass, 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 you would open with 3 spades. You see, it's a hand that you could open with 1 spade. You could. Yes, always count your distribution, Ellen, and I think you've been taught to count length. So you've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 13 to 15 points and a 6-card suit. Okay, now, so if you had one more spade, after pass, 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 one less diamond, you would open the bidding with 3 spades. So it's with the same length that you're expecting, but the points are the same, 13 to 15. So you want to avoid a negative score because you know that your side has less than half the points in the deck. And you could have bid 1 spade, but how descriptive it is when it goes pass, pass, pass to bid 2 spades and tell partner right away, here's what I've got. I've got 6 spades. I've got 13 to 15 points. No more, no less. Exactly this, and 6 of them. Whereas if it went pass, 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 1 spade, partner knows you have 13 points. You could have 16. You could have 19. You could have 20. And you could have just 5 spades. Okay? So, good point, Dave. I'm just illustrating without changing the hand. Okay? Thank you. Okay, now, so you're the dealer with the west hand. We're on a new topic now. And the bidding's gone. You're the dealer. So, what will we open the bidding with? Tell me. Rob, with more than 15 points, you just open with 1. Now in pass out chair, or in first chair, you're the dealer. What are we going to do with this hand? Everybody tell me. I'm so sorry. I played a little trick on you. Yes, good, Dean. Now you don't have enough in first chair to open the bidding with 1 spade. You do not have enough points. You only have 10 points, including distribution. Now, you are not going to open the bidding with 2 spades, and the reason for that is that you have a 4-card heart suit. When we open the bidding with 2 spades, we don't have 4 hearts. When we open the bidding with 2 hearts, we don't have 4 spades. When we open the bidding with 2 diamonds, we don't have 4 hearts and we don't have 4 spades. For that matter, if you open with 3 spades, you don't have 4 hearts. If you open with 3 hearts, you don't have 4 spades. Okay? And you can have a void, Dean. There's no problem with having a void as long as your hand doesn't add up to 13 points, including distribution. So some of those are old wives' tales about not having an outside ace and not having a void. But with this hand, we're not going to open at all. You are going to pass because you say, I swear on whatever religious instrument you put in front of me, I do not have 4 hearts. Now that rule applies to first and second seat. I told you could be frisky in third seat. So if it had gone pass, pass, sure, open the bidding with 2 spades. Okay? Okay, now, never open the bidding with a weak 2 if you own a 4-card major. And here's the reason why. Your partner may also own a 4-card major, and the 4-4 fit in bridge is the best of all. So if you had this hand and you open the bidding with 2 hearts, this hand is going to have to pass because he won't take any action. We're going to be talking about that shortly. He certainly won't take any action with this hand and a misfit. Okay? However, if you say pass and it goes past in the next hand, this hand can now open the bidding with 1 diamond. West will now bid 1 heart, and East will now bid 1 spade. West will now push it a little and bid 2 spades because they have 4 of them. And they'll play the hand in 2 spades, which is going to be a whole lot better than playing this hand in 2 hearts. So, because if it went 2 hearts, it might go pass, pass, pass. Okay? It applies to all preempts. Vanna, applies to all preempts. Okay? That in first or second chair, if you open with 2 spades, you don't have 4 hearts. If you open with 3 spades, you don't have 4 hearts. If you open with 3 hearts, you don't have 4 spades. Okay? Now, you are the dealer. And now tell me what you're going to do with this hand. Talk to me. Chat to me. Everybody. Do you have enough points to open with 1? Yes. And therefore you'll open with 1, not with 2. Good for you. Okay, let's count points together. Now, 3 and 1 is 4, and 4 is 8, 9, 10. Those are high card points. Most of you are long suit counters. So 11, 12. Now, when you find yourself, some people teach to open the bidding with all 12 points. I don't. I believe you need 13 points, including distribution. But when you find yourself close like this, you're going to use the rule of 20. The rule of 20. So you know what that is. In first or second chair, it applies. You add up your high card points and the length of your 2 longest suits. So 3 and 1 is 4, and 4 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Rule of 20 applies, and now you have permission to open the bidding with 1 of a suit in first or second chair. So your hand's too good for a week 2, so just to open with 1. Excellent. Now, so we've talked about that already. You don't want to advertise trash when you've got good stuff. Okay, so don't start with 2 spades. Now, advantages of opening the bidding with a weak 2. It makes life more difficult for the opponents, and now they have to find their fit in another suit at a much higher level. We've talked about the effectiveness of 2 spades, more so than 2 hearts or 2 diamonds. And of course, 2 diamonds isn't particularly effective at all. We still do it, but it's not as effective because the opponents can still come in at the 2 level. You see, say you're nervous and you're, not a very experienced player. And so you think, I'm not going to bid with this hand. You're the dealer with this hand. And let's say you pass. If you pass, then the next guy might bid 1 heart. The next guy says pass. The next guy says 3 hearts, pass, 4 hearts. So they've had it what we call an unmolested auction, and they got to 4 hearts without any challenges or problems. But if you open the bidding with 2 spades, now do you see that makes him get a little more adrenaline flowing, a little more angst, because that's very close. He's probably going to bid 3 hearts, but he's out of his comfort zone now. He really is. So therefore, you've got to open the bidding here with 2 spades to steal his space and make him uncomfortable. 2 spades, but there's not a huge amount of science with this, The experts say, they have an expression which goes like this: it's hard to be perfect over preempts, and indeed it is. So it's very difficult to be perfect, and therefore don't look for perfect science all the time. It's a kind of like a little bit of a, by guess and by golly. It also directs the opening lead. Supposing again you have this hand, that weak hand, and you said pass. Well, now it's going to go 1 no trump, 3 no trump, pass, 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 and your partner in a month of Sundays is never going to lead a spade. She's not going to know to lead a spade. She may only have 2 little ones, and she might lead a heart or something right into declarer's ace queen and help him. So you want to tell her what to lead. It's descriptive. It tells partner exactly what you have. It tells you you have what we call a source of tricks, a long suit of quality. And now partner can envision your hand better, which means that sometimes we can reach game with even fewer than 26 points. So that's why the week 2 is a very popular bid. So now we're going to talk a bit about responding. Does anybody have any questions so far? Take a couple of questions now, if anybody has any questions. So put them in the chat line, if you will, not privately. Talk to me if you have any questions. Nobody? No questions? Wow.
There's one question that came in to me.
Okay. Yes, I'll be talking about.
Do you use the rule of 20 in fourth seat?
No, the rule of 20 only applies to first and second chair. First and second chair. Okay. You're not preempting your partner, Linda. Preempting your partner is when partners open the bidding with 1 diamond and you bid 4 hearts. Okay. That's preempting your partner. You don't want to do that. Absolutely. I will be talking about how to compete with a preempt with a week 2 and with the others. And the rule of 15, yes, does apply in fourth chair. Pass, pass, pass to you. The rule of 15 is when you count up your high card points and the length of your spades in the pass out chair. I had to, okay, what if you have 6 clubs and say, okay, we're going to talk about that, Jillian, in a little bit. And the rule of 15 in fourth, yes, and preempt, okay, Brahm, I'm going to mention that in a little bit. Sunda, what if your 4-card major? Sunda's question is, what can we open the bidding with a week 2 in first or second chair if you have a really bad 4-card major? Let's say you wanted to open with 2 spades and you had the 4, 5, 6, 7 of hearts. There are books and teachers, Larry Cohen included, that will tell you that if your heart suit, your side major is that bad, like the 4, 5, 6, 7, that it's permissible and forgivable to open the bidding with a week 2. I never do this. I never will do this, but some teachers do believe in that. So you need to just discuss it with your partner. The rule of 20, Melanie, is when you're in first or second chair and you're not sure if you have permission to open the bidding because you don't really have 13 points, you count up your high card points and the length of the 2 longest suits. And if it comes to 20, then you have permission to open the bidding. Ian, I'll be covering that shortly. What do I tell partners who say that I'm preempting them if I do it in first or second chair? Lisa, just tell them to give me to send me an email and I'll talk to them. Because you do preempt in first or second chair quite happily if you're following the rules. Not opening a week 2 in first chair with a 4 card. It's not a 4-card side suit, Jose. It's a 4-card major on the side. Yes, you might miss that 8-card fit if you have 2 cards in the weak suit. Yes, but the 4-4 fit plays much better than the 6-2 because you can draw trumps with the 4-4 and then make discards on the 6-2. So we love 4-4 fits. The rule of 15, Daisy, I really don't want to go into that here. It's not really applicable to this lesson, but when it goes pass, pass, pass to the 4th chair, you're supposed to add up if you don't have 13, you add up your high card points and the length of the spade suit. And if it comes to 15, then you can open light in 4th chair, but otherwise not. The thing is that if it's gone pass, pass, pass to you, and you have a singleton spade and not very many points, and you open with, let's say, 1 heart, then the next guy, most likely their side has spades, and it gives them a chance to get in there. Whereas if you had just said pass, they wouldn't have that chance. Okay? So the high card points, do they need to be in your long suits? We need 2, Carol, two of the top 3 honors in that long suit, in first or second chair, and in third chair, anything goes. You can have a pretty cruddy suit, just a queen and nothing else if you want to. You would be likely, 14102, you would be most likely to not want to open a rule of 15 hand in fourth chair if you only have 1 spade, because you're opening up that can of worms and the opponents can now bid. Okay? Because if you have only 1 spade, there's 12 spades kicking around out there. And for those of you who didn't quite get those questions, please, they're not important. Anything that's important, I will be covering on the charts here. Okay? All right, carry on. Now, remember when you're responding, the partner has not got much. If you have an average of 8 high card points and a 6 card suit, okay, you need at least 13 points and a fit with partner to try for game. For example, when partner opens the bidding with 2 spades with this hand, okay, your partner's open the bidding with 2 spades, and it's your turn to bid with this hand. What will you bid? What do you think? Everybody talk to me. Yes, you're going to pass, that's right. Think of it this way. Remember, misfit, quit. So I would pass with this hand. You certainly can't bid one of the other suits, and because you would guarantee 5 of them. And if you bid 3 no trump, for example, the partner might have the king, queen, jack 6 times, 6 spades with the king, queen, jack. She's not going to have the ace, king, queen, jack for you. I'm sorry, but most partners don't have that. And so therefore, when you lead that spade, the opponents are going to win it, and you're never going to be able to get to that spade suit. Never going to be able to get to that spade suit. So you want to just pass with these ugly hands with a misfit. So sometimes you do bid a new suit. If you bid a new suit, you'll be promising 13 or more points. A lot of people don't realize that if it goes, for example, 2 hearts by your partner, and you now bid 2 spades, you should agree with partner that it's forcing for 1 round. Vinny, I will be discussing that shortly. I haven't come to all the responses. We've only done response number 1, which was pass. Okay, hand number 2, if partner opens the bidding with 2 hearts and you bid 2 spades, you have to agree with partner as to whether you play that as forcing or not. I play it as forcing. Most people play it as forcing. I would like you to play it as forcing. But you don't want to do it with 13 points and a misfit. So if you only have a singleton in partner's suit, if you'll see this down here, if you only have a singleton in partner's suit, then you need 16 or more points. Okay, 16 or more points in order to bid a new suit in response to partner's weak 2 if you have a singleton in her suit. We are hoping for fits, not misfits. So the only time it would not be forcing, I don't think it's alertable, Bill. I think that's something the opponents would have to ask if it's forcing or not forcing. It's not forcing for sure if it's gone pass and your partner's opened the bidding with 2 hearts and you now bid 2 spades. A passed hand can never force. So now the bidding's gone, 2 spades in first chair, pass, and it's your turn to bid with this hand. I'd like everybody to tell me in the chat bar, those who are able to chat. Some of you I know with your iPads are not able to chat because the chat box gets in the way. Now many of you are passing, some of you are bidding 3 spades, some of you are bidding 4 spades. There is only one right answer. I would like you to bid 3 spades. Now, we're going to be talking about something later this afternoon called the law of total tricks. And it applies here. But we'll talk about it in a moment. But in the meantime, I want you to raise her to 3 spades. It is not what we call a constructive bid. Constructive means I got some stuff. As a matter of fact, it just says, partner, you've got trash, I've got more trash. And here's how it works. Your partner over here has 6 to 10 high card points. We're going to give her an average of 8. Over here, you've got 6 high card points. Okay, so let's give her 8, and 6 is 14. The bad guys have 26 high card points between them, approximately. You're going to bid 2 spades, 3 spades, whether you're vulnerable or not. Just do it. And don't let your voice tremble if you're playing party bridge when you do it. And don't let your hand shake on the bidding box when you're doing it either. Just do it like you mean it. Okay? 2 spades, 3 spades. So this guy now has to bid at the 4 level if he's going to. I would make this bid if it's gone 2 spades double, I would still bid 3 spades. If it went 2 spades, 3 hearts, I would still bid 3 spades. So just do it. Okay? No guts, no glory. So raise 2 spades to 3 spades with this, making it, and the opening bidder may not bid again. One of you asked that earlier, and now's the time to tell you. It tells you, a partner has told you that she's got junk, and the opening bidder, the preemptor, may not bid again. Or as I've told you before, the only time he can bid again is if he bends over and finds an ace on the floor. Otherwise, that's it. Unless partner has made a forcing bid, like 2 hearts by partner and you bid 2 spades, that's forcing, that's different. She has to bid again. So now the bidding's gone, 2 spades, pass. And what will you bid with this hand? Yes, you needed to have 3 spades in order to raise partner to 2 spades, 3 spades. Now on this hand, absolutely, you are going to bid 4 spades. Exactly right. 2 spades, you're going to bid 4 spades. Excellent. Good. Good. Also, just making it difficult for the opponents. Vulnerable or not vulnerable, just do it. You have 10 trumps between you. We'll talk about that in a bit. Raise to partners, raise from 2 to 4. Okay? Now, you have a 10 card trump fit, and it's not forcing to partner to bid again. Sometimes if your hand is like worse than what we just had a minute ago, let's say, but I would still do it. I would still do it. Vulnerable against not vulnerable. I'm still going to do it. And as a matter of fact, I will do it without the ace of diamonds. No, really against, for a minor suit opening preempt, yes, 2 diamonds pass, 3 diamonds. Yes, that'll work also. So 2 spades pass. Without the ace of diamonds, I will still bid 4 spades. And the reason is, if partner only has 8 high card points and you only have 2, remember we've removed the ace of diamonds now, okay? Let's say the ace of diamonds is gone, okay? Now, but she has another little diamond. Now, you see, the less you have, the more the bad guys have. They should probably be bidding and making a slam. So still 2 spades, 4 spades. The less you have, the more they have. So just be careful of the vulnerability is what it says. In other words, don't do it if you have 4, 3, 3, 3. That's not good. Those are ugly hands. Alex doesn't even allow me to ever hold those cards if I'm 4, 3, 3, 3. Okay? But if you have roughing values or a void or a singleton, that's good. Now, you don't expect to necessarily make this contract. But if after 2 spades you bid 4 spades, you're minus 50 or you're minus 100, that's way better than allowing them to bid and make 4 hearts where they'll get minus, you'll be minus 620. You see? So it's better to be minus 50 or minus 100 than being minus 620. Okay, now another hand. 2 spades by partner pass. What will you bid with this hand? What do you think? No, Joey, that's not correct. You don't need 13 points to support. 2 spades, 3 spades shows a very, very weak hand. Okay, now what will we bid with this hand? Some of you are bidding 6 spades with this one. My, you're a frisky bunch. Oh my. No, I don't think you want to do that. Oh dear, I've made a mistake on this hand. Just a minute. Oh yes, no, that's correct. It's correct. 2 spades pass, this is correct. You are going to bid 4 spades, absolutely. Good bid. You've got a wonderful hand and you've got roughing values here, which is terrific. You've got a great hand. So yes, you're going to bid 4 spades. Very good. I would not get too excited and be bidding for no trump. Partner cannot have a good quality suit, king, queen of spades, and have the ace of clubs and the ace of hearts. So, you know, we're expecting too much from partner. Okay? So Ruth, there's never going to be a slam in this. Please, it would be so rare. So just bid 4 spades. Partner will not know whether you've got the weak hand where you bid 4 spades a minute ago, this hand, or if you have this hand, the good hand. And she's either going to get a happy surprise when the dummy hits or an unhappy surprise. She'll be happy if she sees this. She won't be happy if she sees the last hand I just showed you. Okay? But that's okay because either way, she is not bidding again. So it's not her business. Okay? She just has to play it. Okay? And but she should certainly make it with this hand. Now, so you're going to raise to partners 4, and she won't know whether you've got a good hand or a bad hand. Now, what are we going to do with this hand? Now, I'm going to go to this one. I'm going to go to this one first. Okay, let's go to this one. Partners open the bidding with 2 spades. This is a better illustration. What are you going to bid with this hand? Well, you might make 4 spades, but you might not. We're not sure. There's 2 cards that you would like to know about in partner's hand. She can't have both of them, but she may have one of them. You'd like to know if she has the diamond king or the club ace. She can't have both, but she could have one or t'other. If she had the diamond king, it would fit into this hole very nicely, wouldn't it? If she had the diamond ace, it would fit in here very nicely. She can't have both. But it would be fabulous if she had one of them. So the way you're going to find out is you are going to, just a sec, you're going to bid 2 no trump. And 2 no trump asks her for a feature. And that's by agreement. You have to agree with partner that that's what you're doing. So a feature, why would you use the feature? I consider a feature as being when we want to fill in the holes. So here's how it works. 2 spades pass, 2 no trump. If partner bids 3 diamonds, a feature is an ace or a king in a suit other than the trump suit. So if she bids 3 diamonds, she's got the king of diamonds. And now this is what we call a source of tricks. A source of tricks. And so now looks like 5 diamond tricks. 4 anyway. And so we're now bid 4 spades because we're turned on by her response. 2 spades, 2 no trump. If partner bids 3 clubs, remember she can't have both. Now after 3 clubs, that's a turn on too, because instead of this being only 1 for sure trick, it's now 3. And now you bid 4 spades. And if she does not have a feature, then she's going to bid 3 spades. So 2 spades, 2 no, 3 spades, I don't have a feature. And what will you do now? I'm going to answer those questions in a minute. 2 spades, 2 no trump, 3 spades, what will you bid now? You're going to pass because partner did not tell you anything to make you happy. Good. Now, 2 spades, 2 no trump, you've all been asking, what if partner now bids 3 hearts instead? Are you happy about, ooh, that didn't work. What if partner bid 3 hearts? Are you happy about that? You're not happy, and the reason is, you see, if she bids 3 hearts, she might have the ace of hearts. Here you see we were looking for 5 tricks or 4 tricks. Here in the clubs we're looking for 3 tricks. The ace of hearts would provide you with only 1 trick. So if that's the card your partner has as a feature, in addition to her good quality spade suit, now after 3 hearts you'll just bid 3 spades and it will now go pass, pass, pass. You don't want to have good stuff in your short suit. As a matter of fact, in addition, partner might not have the ace of hearts. It might be the king of hearts. So either one of those, they are not useful to you. Okay, we were trying to fill in the holes in the long suit. So that's a good use of the 2 no trump feature asking bid. Okay. If you like what you hear, you go on. If you don't like it, you go back to just 3 spades. Now, how do we compete against a weak 2? If it goes 2 hearts and you're sitting in the next chair, if you overcall, I want you to recognize that you are showing a full opening bid with a very good 5-card suit, a full opener. And when it goes 2 hearts, 2 spades, I don't want you to think that just because they've preempted, that if you had the makings of a weak 2 bid here, that you could now bid 2 spades. You would have to pass. Alan, you need 13 or more points to use the 2 no trump feature asking bid, but it's more about tricks than it is about points. Now, overcalling, you need a full opening bid, So I just want to remind you of that nice evangelical song, just to help you remember that you've got to be strong. They are weak, but we are strong. Okay, so don't think that you can do this with a weak 2 type hand. Once bad guys have shown a weak hand, you as an opponent must show a strong hand. If they've shown a strong hand, then you can preempt and show a weak hand. Now, 2 spades on your right. What does this bid show when you overcall 2 no trump? In order to use the 2 no trump feature asking bid, 13 or more points and either a fit with your partner, or if you don't have much of a fit, then you need 16 or more points. Okay, so tell me what this shows. Two spades on your right and you bid two no trump. Most of you've got it right. 15 to 18 high card points and a stopper in the bad guy's suit. I would make it 15 to 18. Normally, if we open with 15 and open one no trump, it promises 15 to 17 high card points. But when we overcall, even if it goes one spade, one no trump, move it up to 15 to 18 and at least one stopper in their suit. Reasonably balanced. You certainly won't have a 5-card heart suit. You see, let's look at this because this is why it's confusing to some people. One spade on your right and you bid two no trump. That is the unusual no trump. The jump to two no trump is unusual, it's called, and it shows 5-5 in the minors. But two spades, two no trump shows 15 to 18 high card points and balanced hand-ish and stoppers in bad guy's suit. And please don't think that it ever shows 20 to 21 high card points. It does not. If you had that, you would have to double first. This is just a reminder that if it goes one heart on your right and you bid two spades, this bid shows exactly the same hand as if you were opening with a weak 2. Okay? Yes, if it goes two hearts on your right and you bid two spades, it shows 13 or more points mark and a full 13 or more and a good quality 5-card suit. Okay? BB, you'll have to email me separately because we're not doing how to compete against 3-level bids. Okay? So one heart on your right and you bid two spades, it's like a weak 2. Now, to make a takeout double, if it goes two hearts double or two spades double, you need 13 or more points, just like if they had opened with one heart. But you've got to have a full opening bid, okay? A full. Yes, the double, which double, B? Sorry, I can't follow your question. I'm so sorry. But B, send me an email, okay? Good. barbaraseagram@gmail.com. So if it goes two spades double, of course, you're driving your partner to the 3 levels. So you got to have a touch more, a full opener. And now one more. I want to talk about what happens if it goes one heart on your left and your partner says double and pass on your right. What will you bid? Some of you are bidding one spade. Some of you are bidding two spades. Many of you are bidding two spades. Some of you bid 4 spades. You're wild ones. Some of you are bidding 3 spades. Okay, now how many points do we have? 4, and 1 is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points. Okay? You are going to bid 2 spades. I want to just show you this hand first. If it went one heart double pass, if you had this hand, this is really a terrible monster, isn't it? I mean, it's just a disappointment. You're sorry you even came out to play bridge today. One heart double pass, you would bid 1 spade with this hand. So if you have this hand after one heart double pass, you've got to jump and show your enthusiasm. When you got it, flaunt it. So you're going to bid 2 spades because this hand, one heart double pass, 1 spade promises 0 to 8. So one heart double pass, 2 spades will show 9 to 11, which is what you've got. So therefore, if it goes, we've done that. Now what if it goes 2 hearts double pass and you have this? What are you going to bid? Mark, you count the dummy points when you're going to become the dummy, when you have support for partner, when you're going to become the dummy. Okay, and here you're going to be the declarer. The responder to the double is the declarer. So 2 hearts double pass. Well, if you had this hand and it went 2 hearts double pass, you would bid 2 spades, wouldn't you? So therefore, if it goes 2 hearts double pass, you can't bid 2 spades, or partner might think you've got this hand. So 2 hearts double pass, you're going to bid 3 spades. That's right. Okay? And a tad more than that, you would bid 4 spades. But with 9 to 11, just jump. So what if you're the dealer with this hand? Some of you asked this question earlier, and I said I'd answer it later. You're the dealer in first chair, and what will we bid with this hand? What do you think? Talk to me, people. Tell me. The correct answer is technically pass, and you would not be wrong. But I want you to just open with 3 clubs and pray a little bit. And then what you have to do, if you should become the dummy, God forbid you should become the dummy. If you become the dummy, you take that spade, you take the spade out of your hand, and you put a little spade here, okay? And then you say to partner, I'm so sorry, but the light was bad. It's harder when you become the dummy on BBO because you can't do it, okay? But that's what I want you to do. I want you to open the bidding with 3 clubs, okay? No guts, no glory, just make it difficult for them. And this is not alertable, okay? Not alertable. Okay, so just do it, just to be a nuisance. Very briefly, we're going to talk about the law of total tricks. Many books have been written on this. The main one being To Bid or Not to Bid and Following the Law, written by Larry Cohen, the wonderful bridge teacher and author. But it is a theory that was developed by Jean-René Auvergnès in 1969, and it's a very interesting guideline just to tell you how to know how high to go. So there's all kinds of methods with it, but just I'm going to do it in a nutshell for 3 minutes. When you're competing in the bidding, both sides are bidding. My partner's bid 1 heart, and the next guy's bid 1 spade. I've bid 2 hearts. They've bid 2 spades. The next guy bids pass and pass. And it's how I know whether to bid 3 hearts or not. So that's what it means by competing in the bidding, when both sides are in the act. It's also important to know that this rule only applies, the law only applies when both sides are in the act, but when you do not have 26 points between you, because we all know that you only need 8 trumps if you have 26 points between you, okay? But if you only have fewer than that, but lots of trumps, it's how to know. So supposing your partner opens the bidding, it goes 1 spade pass. The rule on your first bid does not change just because you have 3 cards in partner suit. Now that does not change. You must show your points. So it's going to go 1 spade pass, pass. Okay? Now let's progress. It's gone 1 spade by the dealer here, pass. You're going to still say pass because you have 0 to 5. That does not change. Let's say the next guy now bids 2 hearts and it goes pass, pass. Now you can bid 2 spades because you have 8 trumps, 8 tricks. Will you make 2 spades? Not necessarily, but the law says that if you don't make 2 spades, then they could have made 2 hearts. So if you're minus 50, it would be better than being minus 110. Okay? So 8 trumps, you bid to the level of the number of trumps held by your side. This is all written out in great detail in your notes for you folks. Okay? No guarantees, but being minus 50 is better than being minus 110. So on this hand, the bidding's gone. 1 spade pass. What will you bid with this hand? if you're not playing Bergen raises. And by the way, Bergen raises were invented based on the law of total tricks. But let's say you're not playing Bergen raises. 1 spade pass, 6 to 9, you're going to bid 2 spades. You can't show her that you have 4 at this moment in time. You can smile when you bid 2 spades, but that's the best you can do. So let's go, say it goes 1 spade pass, 2 spades. Let's continue. 1 spade, let's say it goes 2 hearts. You're still bidding 2 spades. Let's say the next guy now bids 3 hearts. Pass, pass. Now you bid 3 spades because partner has 5 of them. You have 4. It is safe to compete to the 3 level. 9 trumps, 9 tricks. This is how you're getting some of your bottom boards in the world of duplicate bridge, folks, because they're pushing you around and you're not pushing back. Okay? Okay, Sam, can you send me an email? Because I haven't got time right this minute. Okay? Now, so 1 spade pass, you're going to bid 4 spades with this hand. This is the weak freak, some teachers call it. The weak freak. With 2 to 9 points, including distribution, and 5 trumps. 1 spade pass, 4 spades. Now, the law of total tricks, I told you it was only when both sides are in the act. But the fact of the matter is that it's also when you're preempting. Because if you were not preempting, bad guys may well be in the act. So when partner opens the bidding with 2 spades pass, you're going to bid 3 spades. Okay, so now let's see. 2 hearts pass, partner with 3, you're set to raise to 3. Yes, because we're already applying the law with preempts, we apply the rule earlier. It promises a bad hand. 2 hearts, 3 hearts. Yes, you are raising because you're expecting the person in the 4th seat to bid. That's correct, Sam. Yes. And that is being obstructive and obnoxious, which is what I want you to be. Okay? Yes, you can count dummy points. There is 1 dummy point here for the doubleton. Yes. Yes, you count distribution when you're going to be the dummy. Absolutely. But you promised a weak hand. 2 spades pass, 3 spades. And 2 hearts by partner pass, you're going to bid 4 hearts. Okay? Now, just remember the basic rule, though, that 1 heart, 2 hearts still means 6 to 9. So the law of total tricks applies at the 2, 3, or 4 level, not at the 5 level. The 5 level, it is said, belongs to the opponents. Okay, so now we're going to go. Do you have any questions in the meantime? Does anybody have any questions? Jose, that was in one of the handouts I sent you. So send me an email and I'll be happy to send that to you about the 4-4. Okay? And any other questions? Because I'd like to move on to the play portion of our lesson now. We have lots of wonderful hands for you. So we're going to continue on. There we go. Okay, here we go. So this is hand number 1. And we're going to bid it together. South is the dealer. What will South open the bidding with? What do you think? Just a sec. Let me just make sure I can see your chats. Good. South is going to open the bidding with 2 spades. Good. Good. 2 spades. And the next hand is going to pass. And now, what's North going to bid? What do you think about North? North doesn't like spades, but remember they still have an 8-card spade fit. So North would really like to know if partner has anything else. You have 15 high card points, which makes it attractive. Okay, so North can bid 2 no trump. Good. Asking partner if they have a feature. So 2 no trump, pass, and South does not have a feature. How do they show that? 3 spades. And what should North bid now? Okay, yeah, North is going to pass. Good. Okay, because North is not impressed. If you see, if South had an entry, like the ace of diamonds, remember, then North could bid more spades. Okay, because even if North has, even if South has the king of diamonds, the opening lead is not coming through the king. We would still want to be in spades because we have an 8-card spade fit, and the diamond lead would be coming up to her, but she's got nothing there. Okay, so West is going to lead the king of diamonds, and I'm going to play the first few tricks for you. And East is going to encourage. And now the queen of diamonds, diamond. When we're fussing about declare play, I will stop and count losers and make a plan. Right now we're not. And what should East play? Because Dan, you did not have a weak hand. You had a good hand. And so we're not going to continue on when we have a good hand, when partner does not have anything in diamonds, because we know we're losing 3 diamond tricks right off the bat. She should play the jack. That's right. Okay, good. Jack, because we win from the bottom. Now, I'm going to tell you that East didn't do that very well. That's okay. There we go. So East, I want you to look at this dummy. It's not an attractive idea to lead a club, is it? Into dummy's jaws, as I call it, with the tennis of the ace king jack. And not an attractive idea to lead a heart either. But dummy's trumps are crummy. And therefore, when dummy's trumps are crummy, it might be a good idea to lead that diamond. Now, I'm going to tell you that declarer, if declarer roughs with the 2, of course, West is going to over rough with the 4. If South roughs with the 8, West is going to over rough with the 9. And if South roughs with the 10, what do we do? Tell me in the chat bar what you think, guys. Anybody got an opinion? They're in 3 spades. That's the contract. Okay, I'm going to have her over rough with the ace. And now declare is just going to play a heart. Okay, so she's over rough with the ace, and the long and the short of it is that East and West have scored 4 tricks. And whatever West leads back now, declarer is drawing trumps. And can you see that the king of spades, the queen of spades, and the jack of spades are going to eat West's 9 of spades, 5 of spades, and 4 of spades? And declarer is going to say, the rest are mine. She has the ace king of clubs, the ace king of hearts, and all the spades. Does everyone see that? Okay, so now we're going to do an undo. So she roughs with the 10. Now, what you have to be aware of, and this is something that is, I've got to tell you, you're not born with this. No one is, so just learn it by rote. Very few people are natural card players. I am not. My current husband is. I hate him because he has a natural instinctive ability with cards. So, it's counterintuitive, but learn this. When you've got the ace 9 4 times, If they ruffed with the 8, yes, over ruff with the 9. Your ideal, your goal is to score 2 tricks in this trump suit, not just 1. Now, when the 10 is played, if you over ruff with the ace, you just saw what happened. You get no more tricks. But look what happens if declarer now plays the king and you now play the ace, spade, spade. And you lead back, let's say you lead back a heart. A heart, doesn't matter. Partner should signal with the queen saying, I'm so crazy about what you just landed, it's just to die for. And declarer now pulls trumps. 7 of spades. Also signaling with a high club, saying I like clubs too. Queen, 4. Now the jack of spades, spade, club, heart. Can you see that West spade 9 is now a trick because we did not over ruff her 10 of spades. So it's big cards in the trump suits, like when you have the queen 10 4 times, or you're going to see another example of it later. It's all about the 10s and the 9s in the trump suit, okay? Very important to not over ruff, and that way you will get 1 more trick in the spades. Do you see that as defenders? Now, does everybody understand that now? Does everybody see it? Everybody understand? Tell me a yes if you get it. Excellent. You'll see it in your notes. It's all, this hand is written out for you in your notes. And so I'd like you to try playing the hand at home, and then you'll see it. Okay? If I go over it again, it's going to take, I'm afraid, too long. So just don't over ruff when declarer ruffs high. Okay? You'll have another example later. Okay? And you'll also have that hand, lay out the hand at home. Just remember, it's hand number 1 near the back of your notes. It's all written up for you in detail. Okay, and now we're doing hand number 2. Okay, on hand number 2, I am going to do this for now, and this for now. Okay, and now the bidding's going to go. I'm going to do the bidding for you. 2 hearts by south, pass. And what do you think north should bid with this hand? What do you think? 2 no trump is good. 2 no trump by north. Pass. Try not to use that annotate button, folks. You're not entitled, okay? Please don't touch it. I know Rob thinks it doesn't exist, but it is there when I'm doing this portion. So 2 hearts pass, 2 no trump, and pass. And now, oh dear, I see what I did. I removed all my drawings because you guys are annotating on the screen. I don't want you to do that, please. Okay, so 2 hearts pass, 2 no trump, pass, and I'm going to tell you okay, 2 no trump, pass. South is going to bid 3 diamonds. Pass. And I want you to tell me if you're turned on or turned off. What's partner got in diamonds? She has to have either the ace of diamonds or the king of diamonds, a feature. And that has improved your hand. So now you are going to bid 4 hearts because you are happy. Okay, you're either turned on or turned off, either happy or sad. So the contract is 4 hearts, and the opening lead is the 10 of spades. So I'm just going to pretend with that for a moment. So I don't want to. Okay, so West has led the spade 10. It won't show terribly well, but it's good enough, okay? So the spade 10 has been led. And the bidding and the lead, now declarer plays the king of spades from the dummy. And I want you to all tell me what East is thinking and what East should now play. That's important. What should East play? Bidding went 2 hearts, 2 no, 3 diamonds, 4 hearts. What do we do? Do we win the ace? Do we not win the ace? So you're going to win the ace, most of you, and now you're going to lead back a spade. Okay. So the thing is this, you're thinking that her spade is a singleton. I'm thinking you're thinking it's a singleton. Can it be a singleton spade? And if it's a singleton spade, then you're right, you win the ace and you lead it back. But what if it's a doubleton spade? If it's a doubleton spade, how are we going to ever get on lead later to lead back a spade to her? And how on the earth do we know whether it's a singleton or a doubleton? How do we know? We do know. We absolutely do know. This guy opened the bidding with 2 hearts. So he does not have 4 spades. He opened the bidding with 2 hearts. He does not have 4 spades. If your partner over here had a singleton spade, then 5 here and 3 here is 8 and a singleton here is 9. That means declarer has 4 spades. And declarer does not have 4 spades because she opened the bidding with 2 hearts. So that's how you know. So now you know that West has most likely a doubleton spade. And if you win that ace of spades now, you won't get on lead later on to give her a ruff. So now let's clear all this and let's do it. So 10, Jack, we encourage and we say wild about your lead, keep them coming. And now declarer is going to draw trumps. So she leads, you see, doubletons are lousy leads, but they're great leads when we have the ace of trump and a little one, or the king and 2 little ones. King and 2 little ones, because we'll always win a trick with the king, but we want to have an extra one as well after the ace is gone so that we can ruff with the baby trump. So it's called having control of trumps. That's when doubletons are good leads. Queen of hearts, small heart, king of hearts. And now partner leads a small spade, queen of spades. We now win it. And another spade. And now we lead another spade, any old spade, trump, trump. And now we play the, oops. And now we play the ace of diamonds, diamond, diamond, diamond. And this way we have scored 1 heart trick, 1 spade trick, 1 spade ruff, and the ace of diamonds. 4 tricks, and they are down 1. Does that make sense? I hope everybody understands that. Okay, good. Okay, we're going to have the next one now. Okay, so now, give me a minute. So now the bidding is going to go. I'm going to tell you how it's going to go. The bidding is going to go 2 hearts by West, who's the dealer, 2 hearts, and it's going to go pass. And East is going to bid 4 hearts. I'll show you the hand later. And now, what are you going to do? Because we're also talking about competing with weak 2s. What's South going to bid? A lot of her space has been taken away. Okay, 4 spades, but don't you think this is like the best hand you've ever been dealt in your entire life? Say yes. No guts, no glory. You are going to bid 6 spades. You're going to bid 6 spades. Pass, pass, pass. So the reason I've covered those 2 hands is because I'd like to make a plan now and discuss with you how you are going to play this hand. This hand has led the heart king. And so now, tell me on the heart lead how you're going to play this hand. Count losers with me, if you will. You have no spade losers. You have 2 potential club losers. And you have no diamond losers. So how are you going to play this hand? Does it look like it's possible? Tricky. What do you think? What's the hope? Do we see anything redeeming in the dummy? Dummy has what we call a Yarborough. What's 1 good card in the dummy? Two good cards. Yes, an extra diamond in dummy. Good, SM. Yeah. Yes, okay. There are 4 diamonds in the dummy. That's a good thing. Yes. Good. So diamonds are good. Well, how are we going to get there, for goodness sake? Ah, good. Good, Wendy. Okay, so yes, the good card in your hand here this good card, this is a good card here. Oopsies. That's a good card. That's an important card because it gets you over to that card or these cards. Okay? So the 1 card you've got to make sure you take it out of your hand and you sit on it. Okay? Don't use it. That's important. All right? And then we're going to play, having pulled, we're going to pull enough trumps, and then we're going to play the ace, king, queen of diamonds, hoping that the diamonds behave. If the diamonds don't behave, we were never making this contract. So let's do it. King of hearts, heart, 7 of hearts, I love it. And don't, you see why you've got to wait at trick 1 and take your time and make a plan? Because it's instinctive to play that too otherwise. So you got to take your time, rough it, draw 1 round of trumps. These hands are all written out for you, okay? And then you can load them up on BBO and practice them on your own, okay? No, you can't. I take a minute and a half or 2 minutes at the start of every single hand before playing. And now you've got to unblock the suit. Don't be getting over to dummy yet. We're not ready. And you look for Barbara Giesbrecht's note, which I have put in my newsletter upcoming this Friday, and learn how to upload the hands. Look, you're following suit. Everybody's following suit. Oh my, are we the luckiest people on this earth? And now we play a small spade over to dummy's spade. And now we play that 13th diamond and don't trump it for God's sake. And we throw away a club. And now it will not hurt you. You're only in 6. It won't hurt you to try the club finesse just in case. Queen, and this hand wins it with the king, but you now say the rest are mine. Naomi, we couldn't ruff with the 2 of spades, or we wouldn't have had a small spade to get over to Dummy's baby spades to now play the 13th diamond, okay? I know, Bedia, they complain. They don't know what you're thinking about and why we take time at the beginning, but you just tell them that your teacher told you you had to take time and just slow down. You play too fast, okay? So take your time. It's worth every second to make a plan. Okay, so now we're going to play another hand. This is hand number 4. How are we doing for time? Okay, we're perfect. Good, good, good. Now, West is the dealer on this hand. Just a second. We are going to oopsies. There we go. Okay, I'm going to tell you how the bidding went. The bidding goes 2 spades. Oops. Bidding goes pass. And 2 spades now. No, West was the dealer. West was the dealer. That's right. Or maybe it wasn't. Okay, anyway, it's fine like this. Okay, so 2 spades pass. Good. No. Pass. Okay, fine. Whatever it is. A pass. And what should North bid? You can see the North hand. What should North bid? What do you think? Tell me, everybody. You're wonderful. Good job. Okay, North is going to bid double. And even if you can't do the chat, what I want you to do is just think at home. Okay, jot down what you think you should do, okay? So 2 spades double. And the next hand says pass. And what should South bid? You don't know because you can't see your hand. I'm going to tell you that South is going to bid 4 hearts. You'll see it soon. And it goes pass, pass, pass. Okay? I'm going to tell you that West leads the spade ace and then the king. And then West leads, you can see that the queen dies in the dummy. And then West leads the spade jack. Okay, so that's what I need you to know. Now, South is in 4 hearts. And I want you to pretend with me, West has led the ace of spades, and it's gone. Because I need you to learn from this and not just watch me play. East should play high-low, saying I can overruff the dummy. King of spades is now led by West, and we play the queen, and East plays a small spade. So that's high-low. And West now leads the jack of spades. I'm sorry you can't see it very clearly, but it's better than nothing. And Declarer plays the jack of hearts from the dummy, and it's your turn, East. What do you think? Okay, one person's answered. What's East playing after the jack of hearts from the North hand? That's my question. How many are going to play the king? Let me just show you that if you play the king, can you see that later Declarer is going to play the ace of hearts and the queen of hearts, eating your 10 and your 2. And those are the last tricks that your side is going to get. So you're going to score 3 tricks, but not 4. And I want you greedy Okay? I want you to think, how can I hurt, maim, and destroy the opponents? So let's do this together now. Ace of spades, small spade, 9 of spades, 2 of spades, king of spades, queen of spades, 7 of spades, oopsies. And now the jack of spades, and declare trumps it. Now, it is the presence of the 10 of hearts. If you had the king, 5, 2 of hearts in this east hand, it would not matter which card you played. Couldn't matter less, because you're only scoring one trick, the king. It's the presence of the 10. So some of you asked me to do another example. This is the other example. Don't overruff when you've got that 10 of trump. You see that if you overruff, declarer's going to pull your 10-2 with the ace queen later. But if you don't overruff, so jack, let's throw away a little diamond. And now declarer follows. Declarer must now travel to her hand to do the heart finesse. Small club, king of clubs, club. Now she finesses heart, heart, queen, king. You'll start to see how magnificent that 10 is. Now the 2 of hearts, might as well. 4 of hearts, spade, ace of hearts. And can you see that you now have a boss trump? The 10 of hearts is now a high heart. So don't overruff when you've got 10s and 9s as well in the trump suit, when you're overruffing one of declarer's high cards that are always going to be good. Okay? So be careful with that, because it's counterintuitive. Let's have another one. Here we go. Now, the bidding on this hand, we can bid it together. South is going to start with, 2 hearts. That's our lesson today. Pass by West. And what should North bid? It's more about tricks than it is about points. But she does have a lovely hand. 3 hearts, don't forget, Sheila, is going to show a weak hand. 2 hearts, 3 hearts shows a weak hand. And we're not interested in her having anything decent in the diamond suit, not when we have 2 little ones. And we have the ace king, and we have the ace, and we have good trumps. So just bid 4 hearts. This is a hand that has the ability to make game without asking anything from your partner. Okay? So 2 hearts, pass, 4 hearts. Pass, pass, pass. Okay, now West is going to lead the queen of spades. So West leads the queen of spades. And now I want declarer, I want all of you to pretend that you're declarer and you're counting your losers. How many losers do you have? You have no losers in hearts, I'm sure you'll agree. You've got 2 spade losers. You've got 2 diamond losers, potentially, unless this nice person over here were to lead the ace of diamonds. And you've got no club losers. So that's 4 losers. That's 1 more than you're allowed to have. So what are we going to do about it? We look at dummy, and is there anything that we see? Wouldn't it be nice if we had 1 less spade in dummy so that we could ruff a spade in the dummy? Which we don't. Or if we had the queen of diamonds in the dummy so that we'd have, just by driving out the ace, we'd have the queen would be high. Okay? So yes, we have a long club suit in the dummy. And we're going to try to develop that club suit. Now there's 5 clubs in dummy and 2 in our hand is 7. Missing 6, they're going to divide most of the time 4 in one hand and 2 in the other. So it's our job to play those clubs and play those clubs, roughing clubs, until finally the 5th club in the dummy will be high. And on the 5th club, we'll be able to throw away a spade. You could throw away a diamond, but there's potential in the diamonds whereby there's no potential in the spades. So it's the spade that I would definitely throw away. Okay? So that is our plan. That is our project. But you have to be able to get to the dummy multiple times. And they took away your ace of spades as an entry right at the beginning because West the Creek led the queen of spades. So that's 1 less entry over there. When you find yourself short on entries, look to the trump suit to provide you with additional entries. So we're not going to pull trumps just yet. Okay, so now queen of spades. There's no point holding up on the ace of spades because they're going to continue leading it. They're going to continue because this guy is going to smile and say, I am wild about what you led. I have an equal honor. 9 and the 5. And now you are going to work on your project. Don't be thinking, well, what if they trump my high club? If they trump one of your high clubs, you were never making this contract. Ace of clubs, club, club, club. And you're going to rough them until the 5th one is high. Roughing in our hand usually doesn't help us, but when we're doing it in order to develop a long suit in the dummy, then it is a good thing. 2 of clubs, 10 of clubs. Never send a boy to do a man's job. If you rough with the 4, this guy's going to over rough with the 6. If you rough with the 7, he's going to over rough with the 8. And the bridge gods dealt you the ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 9. Am I good to you or what? Now the 9 of hearts. And don't under rough West. West is now going to signal with as high as he can in the diamonds, the 4. Now we can cross to the dummy because the clubs are not high. 4 of hearts, 3 of hearts, king of hearts, 5 of hearts. Now the 3 of clubs, queen of clubs. Never send a boy to do a man's job. 10 of hearts. And now the 2 of diamonds completes West high, low signal. The 4 was high. And now, because it's now followed by the 2, says I've got something good in diamonds. Now that club in dummy is high. But remember, you had 9 trumps between you. 6 and 3 is 9. Missing 4. Most of the time they will divide 3 and 1. So we should now pull another round of trumps in our hand so that we can now cross over to dummy's queen, pulling the defender's last trump. It's important the order in which you do this. And you now play the 4 of clubs, diamond, and throw away the spade. Now you can play the the 9 of diamonds. This hand's going to play the 10. And you're going to hoping that this guy has the ace, but it's not to be. And now they play their queen of diamonds, diamond, diamond, diamond. And they score the jack of spades, spade, spade, spade. They've scored 2 diamond tricks and 1 spade instead of 2 spades and 2 diamonds. And you say, the rest are mine. So now we're going to have another hand. I hope you're understanding. but I do want you to go to your notes, use them. Go to barbaraseagram.com right after the class at 6 o'clock. My webmaster should have them up for you, okay? They should be up. All right, now let's have a look. I tell you what we're going to do, because I'm not sure how much time we've got. We're going to go to hand number 7. Okay, we're going to do hand number 7. And I'm going to do this together with you. I'd like to, we're going to cover. Covering's important, or it makes it just too easy for you. There you go. Okay, now, so the bidding's going to go like this. West is the dealer and is going to open the bidding with 2 spades. Pass, pass, and South is now going to bid 3 hearts. In the pass out chair, she can do it with not so, it doesn't have to be so perfect or so wonderful. 3 hearts, pass, and North is going to bid 4 hearts. Pass, pass, pass. Now I'm going to tell you that West leads the ace of spades. Just give me a second. Okay, so West leads the spade ace, and then the king, and East high-lows. Okay, she high-lows, and South is playing her 2 spades. So West now plays the 10 of spades, which is high. Okay, it's high because the Queen and Jack have gone. And it goes spade, and East throws away, let's say, a little diamond, and we trump it. Okay, so here's what's happened so far. Spade, 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 and we can trump that final spade here. Now, I want you to look at this hand. First of all, you've got 1 potential heart loser, 2 spade losers, so that's 3 so far. You don't have any diamond losers, but you do have 1 club loser. So 1 club, 1 heart, and no diamonds, and 2 spades. That's 4 losers. Well, you know, there's nothing you can do about the spades because they already took them. And there's nothing you can do about the club because you don't have a long suit in the dummy that you can throw it away on. So you're going to lose a club and you're going to lose 2 spades. But how are you going to not lose a heart? That's the ticket. So this is all about who's got the missing Queen of Hearts. And I'm going to tell you that you pretty much should know that right now on statistics, not on this particular hand, but statistics. Now, let me just show you. West has opened the bidding with 2 spades. We call it, we say that if he's open with 2 spades, he has 6 cards in the spade suit, as you know. 6 cards in the spade suit. So Eddie Cantor calls it the concept of vacant spaces. We know he has 6 spades. Therefore, he has 7. Okay, there's 13 rooms at the motel. Okay, 13 rooms at the motel. He's occupying 6 of them. There's 7 empty rooms only. This guy over here follows to the first 2 spades. So he only is occupying 2 rooms at the motel. Okay, and there's 13. So that's 7, and he has only occupying 2 rooms. So he has 11 empty rooms in his hand. Each hand has 13 rooms in each. These are 4 motels. All right. So he has 11 empty rooms in his hotel. We call them vacant spaces. Vacant spaces. So the odds are that he's going to have the ability to have been dealt more hearts than this guy here. This guy's been dealt, East has been dealt more hearts than the West hand. Whoever has been dealt more cards in a suit has a higher chance of being dealt the queen. If you take a deck of cards at home, take a deck of cards and take out 6 cards in a suit, 1 suit, make it hearts. Take out 6 cards. 5 of them are babies, 1 of them's the queen. Shuffle them up really well so that no one can see them, and you especially. And deal them out into 2 piles, because they're going to divide 4 in one hand and 2 in the other. And deal out 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and now the rest in 1 pile, 4 and 2. The guy with the pile of 4 is twice as likely to be dealt the queen, because he's been given 4 chances to be dealt the queen. In this case, the East hand has been given 3 chances to be dealt the queen. Okay? And therefore, she's 3 times as likely to have the Queen of Hearts. So that is your plan, and that's how you're going to play this hand. So the easy way to remember is when you're trying to figure out who's got what and missing a queen of trump, let's say, it's the partner of the preemptor who has the missing queen, if that's an easy shortcut for you to remember. And a diamond, and we trump it. Now, we do want to pull trumps first. So we now play a small heart. You see, if you haven't studied this, if you haven't heard that, then when you have 9 trumps between you, which you did a second ago, okay? Let's go back 1, just so you see it. We had 9 trumps between us. You've heard the little ditty, 8 ever, 9 never. So if you only go by that ditty, okay, then you're going to not finesse. You'll play the ace and the king, because 9 never. Don't finesse is what it means. It means when you have 9 trumps missing the queen, or 9 in any suit missing the queen, play for the drop, but not when you have information from the bidding. So now small heart, king of hearts, heart. And now you can lead the jack of hearts. If she plays the 8, you play small. And if she had covered with the queen, you would have eaten it with the ace. Okay? Now, in previous example, BB has a question. The opponents continued with their suit, giving the declarer a rough and a slap. I thought this was not, that was in a much previous example, around hand 2 or so. We did it because there was no tricks coming to our side. The tricks were all over the place. Declarer had lots and lots of good tricks. So it's the only time that we do it is when there's no tricks coming to us. And you'll be able to see when you look at that hand later. Okay, now does anybody have any questions whatsoever? Tell me. Ask questions, because it's 5:58 and I don't want to start another hand. Any questions at all? And any feedback for you? We will be continuing on into August. And so I'm delighted that many of you have chosen that you'd like to do that. That's wonderful. If you have any questions, please send me an email, or you can ask anything now. A big thank you to Tim and to Cindy who make this go well. How many high card points did a Texas transfer, Ruth? 8 or more high card points. Yes, 8 or more high card points. Good. Thank you, folks. Thank you so much. Any questions, feel free to email me. Thank you. Thanks, Linda, for being here. Thank you, all of you, for being here. You're the best. Lovely.